Welcome back to Go Thunder Bay. I'm here with Gord Ellis, angler and outdoor writer, and we're talking about fishing. Now, Gord, you've fished all over Northwestern Ontario. What are your favorite spots?
Well, I love the Nipigon area. I love the Nipigon River, Lake Nipigon, Nipigon Bay, because it's the home of the world record brook trout. And since I was a little kid, I've been fascinated with brook trout. So that's a place I spent a lot of time fishing. I've been fishing there for 30-some years. It's really one of my favorite places. It has more than brook trout. It has pike, walleye, huge lake trout, and it's beautiful country.
Now, you do a lot of guiding. How do you feel about showing other people your favorite spots where you catch fish?
Well, when I guide, I blindfold and gag them, and they're put in the bottom of the boat until we reach the spot, and then I release them. And then they're allowed to fish.
Then they can fish.
Then
okay.
They can fish. Only at that time. You know what? Mostly, I get a real thrill out of showing people how to fish sometimes, but also seeing them catch a fish that they may not have caught otherwise. Mm-hmm. And you know, I fish so long that sometimes I'm a little jaded about a big brook trout or something, but there's a lot of people that really aren't. They get super excited. They introduce their kids. You know, I've taken families out, so it's actually really enjoy it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Gord has promised to take me out fishing, and he guarantees that I'm going to catch a fish because I've not caught many fish in my life. So I'm looking forward to that.
That is going to happen.
Okay.
You are going to catch a fish.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay, don't worry.
Now, Gord, what's the difference between catching a bass and a walleye? Say, like, what do you like best about fishing for both of those?
Well, they're totally different. Walleye, you're generally fishing a little slower. Not always, but often you're fishing deep. You're on humps. A lot of times you're using live bait. Whereas bass, it's very aggressive fishing. It's exciting fishing. You use top water and they come up and grab it off the surface. They fight like crazy. They jump. They're one of my favorite fish. I love fishing for bass, and we have tons of them in Northwestern Ontario, and walleye too. Mm-hmm. So we have the best of both worlds. It's like picking kids, like which is your favorite. They're different, but they're both fun, and I do both of them.
Okay, and now you mentioned muskie earlier in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Have you caught muskie before? Because those are some giant fish.
I have caught muskie, and Northwestern Ontario has some of the best muskie fishing in the world. We have probably the most trophy lakes. You can go down the list: Lake of the Woods and Eagle Lake, Wabagoon, and the list goes on. And it's not very many places you can catch like a 50-inch plus muskie, but you can do it in Northwestern Ontario.
Okay. Well, coming up in a little while, we're going to talk to Gord again, and this time we're going to talk about superstitions in fishing, because I think there is a lot of that happens in fishing, just from my experience of talking to fishermen at the fishing tournaments. So coming up next, Nikos Mantis has another kitchen conundrum.